All right, who wants to go first?
Go on, Ruji.
Oi, oi, oi. Right, I mean, honestly, you give your best players the best possible chance.
Yeah.
And you sort of look at numbers and where they've been performing. It was slightly bizarre for Martin Guptill to not get a game. And then after the 100, he came down 1 down. I just feel Guptill and Smeed up top. Jason Roy is now gone, so that's not a story. Who fills in that number 3 spot is a slight concern. Whether Yasir Khan there or Bismillah Khan, Hafiz, I'm not sure. That's something that bothers me. Because then you've got Iftikhar, Zadran, Omar Akmal, Odin Smith and Nawaz. So whether Nawaz comes in at 3 or they just plug those gaps in, that's just something at 3 that bothers me a bit. I'm not sure about you, Dooley.
Yeah, look, I think Bismar will come in tonight. He'll come in for the skipper tonight. So that's something that they could look at, whether they get him to the top of the order. He is an opening batter,
Yep.
so he could go to the top. I like Will Smeed and Martin Guptill at the top, but then you worry about who do you play? Do you play Najibullah? Can you play Dwayne Pretorius?
Yep.
Can you play Smith? I like Pretorius, I like Smeed, I like Guptill. And then you've got to find one other place. So Faruqi probably would be the other one in that lineup for me. So that becomes, your four overseas players, Naveen ul Haq, and then you've got to not Faruqi, sorry, Naveen ul Haq. Then you've got to just sort out the overseas players. Look, I just think there'll be a more settled side tonight. I don't like to be too harsh on Sarfaraz, but I just think some of the young players under his captaincy play with fear. And I don't think they are allowed to express themselves and just enjoy their cricket. I think he yells at them a little bit too much, and I think they play with fear. And so to me tonight, they might be a little bit more settled and a little bit calmer. So I hope Nawaz can bring that out in some of those younger guys.
If you look at the track record, now only won 2 games, and both the games have been won by an opener. Martin Guptill batting all the way, which means they're lacking a finisher somewhere. They have Iftikhar, they do have Umar Akmal, but they're not coming to the party. So
Also not coming to the party, I think it's also a matter of not being used in the right places. The changes in batting order have sometimes been so bizarre. They almost leave themselves so much to do, and they end up finding ways to lose. With Sarfaraz jumping around the middle order, and what the concern is chewing up too many deliveries. And that's probably the concern. It mounts on pressure. So it's not like you got to get 15 in the last 4. It's you got to get 15 in the last 8, 9, 10, which is not always easy to do. It's easy to do for a short period of time, but I think that's where it is. Just been mounting too much at the back end of it, and they haven't been able to get them over the line.
okay. That was our expert advice from the 2 guests out here, and I hope that solves their problem.